Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna get right to it. I ain't even play no games with this. Earlier today, I posted this clip from Earn Your Leisure interview that I did, where I'm talking about me writing Kris Kross' first album and producing their first album and being 100% writer. The comments in this about this is crazy. I seen people saying I took advantage of the Krisses. I seen people saying I finessed them. I seen people calling me a predator. Man, I seen people say you should blame the parents for letting me do what I did to the Krisses. And the shit just keeps going on and on and on, right? I need all of you niggas that's saying all of this shit to come to the front of the congregation right now. Come down here, sit. We gonna unpack this right now. So just so y'all clear, I want y'all to hear me really, really good. There was a time in Atlanta when young kids didn't want to rap. There was a time in Atlanta when young kids didn't even have an idea that they could become rappers. There was a time in Atlanta when a young producer went to a mall and met two kids that weren't even a group. They was just two kids. I saw them and I said, yo, what y'all do? And the two kids told me nothing. And I keep saying two kids because I want y'all to understand, they was just two kids. They had no idea that there was a group. I decided y'all should be a group. They had never been to the studio. They had never had a thought to be a group. They never wanted to be a group. They weren't running around Atlanta with a demo tape trying to shop it. They was just in the mall being cool kids. And I'm sure in the world that we live in right now, it's hard for y'all to even imagine that this is what life was. But this is what life was in Atlanta. These two kids that told me they did nothing went from meeting me at Greenbrier Mall, telling me they did nothing, to becoming millionaires before their 15th and 16th birthday. I tell these guys, wait, let me go back, because I want to say this too, because you guys keep moving the goalposts as if, I don't know what it is about Kris Kross that makes y'all want to move the goalposts, but prior to Kris Kross, I had this other group called Silk Times Leather. And these was girls. This was a girl group, all-female group called Silk Times Leather from Atlanta. I wrote and produced a whole album as well. Now, I didn't make millions of dollars. I think I made the most I made, probably $50,000 at the most. That's the most I made. But that don't sound like nothing to y'all, so y'all don't give a fuck about that, right? Cool. But I did write and produce a whole album. But I ain't finessed them, right? Because I ain't make the $50,000. Anyway, let's go back. So Kris Kross, right? So when I did the Silk Times Leather album, they got signed to Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers told them that their producer was too young and he had no experience in the music industry, so they wanted to have someone help me produce their record. The person they sent to produce their record, help me produce their record, was a guy by the name of Joe Nicolo, otherwise known as Joe the Butcher. So Joe the Butcher basically mixed the Silk Times Leather record and showed me a couple of things here and there to make the beat sound fatter, this, that, and third, right? Help me out. After the Silk Times Leather album came out and it did whatever, like, you know, this is the only person I knew in the music industry. I'm in College Park. I'm 17 years old. Mind you, I'm 17 years old. I don't know nobody, but I tell them I'm gonna get them signed. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get them signed. I'm just talking. I'm just believing that I could do it, right? We start cutting demos, we cut demos, blah, blah, blah. And we finally get to this one song, Little Boys in the Hood. And I send a demo to Joe the Butcher. This is the only guy I know in the music business. And he had just opened a new record company called Rough House Records. Rough House signs Kris Kross. Now, Rough House signs Kris Kross. Kris Kross is not signed to Jermaine Dupri's production company or Jermaine Dupri's record company, because Jermaine Dupri don't have no record company. Jermaine Dupri is a